Hey everyone, it's Bluelizardjello and welcome back to Blue Plays Necropolis. So I am back, and you might notice that up in the top right hand corner it says level 1, 13 gems that I've now collected, but it also says 15 tokens. That is significantly more than you saw me with last time, because in the first video I only got 3 tokens. So I have been playing off camera just to get a feel for the game and to learn more of the combat mechanics and just some of the mechanics in general, but also because I wanted to see for myself whether or not this was a game that I actually wanted to invest any time in. I've talked to some of you in the comments and on Reddit and Facebook, and it's fun. I won't argue that the game isn't fun, but I will argue that there's not a whole lot of content right now. But I am gonna play it, and I think at this point I will commit to beating the game. So I will actually make this series to the point where I actually beat the game, at least, you know, escape the Necropolis as you were, which I believe is 8 or 9 levels. Now, the deepest I've gotten so far is level 4, but I have learned some more mechanics, and we talk about that as we go. But let's see, what do I want to, well, let's grab one of these cracked longswords here. I also haven't spent any of my tokens other than on things like doors and chests. So the tokens that do get converted, or the gems that get converted into tokens, and then those tokens can then be used to open chests, open doors, and buy codexes. I haven't bought any codexes, but I have unlocked some doors and I have unlocked some chests using those tokens. And the chests tend to be actually pretty good. But let's see here. Okay, so this is where you actually buy the codexes. I missed this the first time around, and I'm gonna buy some for the first time. So this is your scriptorium. The problem is, just like everything else in the game, it doesn't tell you exactly what it is it's gonna do for you. So this one just says, man, I ain't hungry. I already ate 3 weeks ago. So maybe food fills you up more. I'm not sure. Berserking is hit, is other hit. Soon I'll hit much good. Who knows? 50, 40 is a lot of money. What do you need 30 for? You don't want to part with it, and I don't want to pay for it. So maybe this sounds like a shop discount. So there's a whole lot of them. Although this also says that it's stupid. All right, let's take a quick look here, see what I want to spend my hard-earned tokens on. Once in one-on-one combat, I just stood there and the guy stood there, and eventually he died from heat exhaustion. I have no idea. I have no idea. All right, well, let's try this one. I just got an achievement for that. Can you have more than one equipped? Let's try another one. Throwing is amateur hour, eat it and make it set. Okay, so this makes it sound like I can eat rotten food and it won't actually make me vomit. Okay, so you can only have 1 codex equipped at a time. All right, let's just buy those 2 for now, and I'll get the one that maybe makes it so my food is more effective. Also, you'll notice that my stamina is already down a little because I learned this move. So you have this little ground pound, but it does reduce your overall stamina. All right, so let's talk to the merchant here. We're gonna buy a few items. Probably won't buy much food, but I will buy the potion. Ooh, tier 1 hammer. That could be pretty cool. And what else? So I can actually buy dyes from her, which I will actually go ahead and do just because I have the tokens right now. And I'm also gonna buy 2 of these scrolls. I won't buy any food because I can craft them pretty readily. All right. So you can see at the bottom, we have to snuff out Inugami. I don't know what enemies those are. Gather potions, I need 8 of them, and then I missed the last one. Will you tell me if there we go. Mark the ground with chalk. Ooh, I need to make some chalk. Let's see if I can make any yet. No. In order to, oh, stone skin elixir. I don't know why I have that recipe. Unless that's always available and I just didn't even realize. Okay, I need arcane dust and crystals to make adventurous chalk. I think we can probably manage that. Now, each of these objectives, as I complete them, should give me another token. All right. You, I don't think, are Inugami. I think, whoa, careful. You should just be Hordsman, I believe. All right, hit and back up. And you're dead, good. Oh. You'll notice that I'm not locked on, and that's for a couple reasons. One, I don't like the lock-on in this game. I actually think playing unlocked is much easier, especially when you get into some really tight corridors. But also, with my thumb kind of out of commission right now, trying to think of that word, using the lock-on is actually very hard, very tedious. So right now I'm playing without a right thumb. Well, I mean, I still have a right thumb, I'm just not currently using it. Okay. Some other things that I've learned is that there are illusory walls. You just have to find them, and the way that I found the one that I've seen so far is there was an inscription on the wall, and when I approached it, it read off the inscription, and then a wall also opened up, and there was some really good loot inside. Now, lots of walls do have inscriptions on it, but only the one so far has actually given me anything behind it. The other ones have just read a bit of the story. All right, now, have we picked up any crystals? No. But we can eat some food, and then I can craft a piece. This is one other thing I've learned. Okay, that did actually seem to fill me up more than it was previously. I'm not entirely sure, but that's what it seems to be. Okay, so here's a wall with an inscription. Anyway, so what I was saying, okay, so not a secret wall, just a bit of lore there. So what I was saying with food is that it's so easy to make, it's almost never worth it to not eat. So I will be consuming food a lot more regularly this time around because making it is so easy. Oh, also you do need to be careful with enemies spawning in rooms you've already cleared. That is a thing. Nope. You can also, wow, this is a huge group of enemies. You can also use the enemy packs to your advantage because they do hit each other, even if they're friendly towards one another. Especially this right here is kind of treacherous. I wonder if I can get them to trigger that trap. That would be, let me try that. And, oh. Aha, yes you can, although now their loot is on the trap. Ooh, a lot of enemies here. I'm going to try to kill some and then I'll eat some food. Oh good, and he actually dropped some for me too. Get behind these pillars for these guys. And I will probably grab one of these shields. I have no idea if these shields are any better than the little target / buckler that I already have. Ooh. Good dodges. Oh, that was some good. Alright, I'm getting some arcane dust. I should be able to make some chalk here soon. Although I don't know if I have any more crystals. I've been paying attention to that. Alright, there we go. Let's definitely eat up. And let's check out crafting, see what we can now make. So, oh, Tephet shield. So that is a tier 1, whereas the shield I had was a tier 0. Okay, let's go crafting, and I can make just one. Just one. Alright, well, just to try to get this out of the way, let's go ahead and mark this. That's a pretty noticeable mark on the ground. I like that. And some of the areas are very, very elaborate and very labyrinthine, so you may actually want to get into the habit of using that chalk if you're trying to explore. Wow, that was terrible. If you're trying to explore each level to its fullest. Now, you don't have to do that. All right, there. I used a lock-on with my pointer finger just to play that one a little bit safe. But you don't have to explore these areas completely. You can actually just rush right to the elevator, wherever it is. Theoretically, you don't have to kill any enemy on the level. Ooh, careful. Although there are some doors that I have found that are only opened with gems. Oh, you gonna drop anything for me? No. So I guess in that case, you do actually want to be killing enemies because you need to have some currency sometimes in order to progress. Now, there might be alternate ways around. Ooh, that was a good one. And what do we got? Oh, hey. What did you drop? Is that a scroll of identification or a magic scroll? Come on, would you just... There we go, perfect. So what is this? Scroll of identification and an unknown potion. So I was told, and the person that told me this wasn't sure, but I was told that if you use a scroll of identification, it identifies the potion. Yep, and that's exactly what it did. Eliphoph's Mystical Endurance. What does that do? Great pick-me-up for those suffering from gout. Oh, I think I picked one of these up before. I don't know what it does, but let's try it. You feel healthier. Good. Oh, that's, yeah, that was pretty solid. Hey, no, don't escape. Don't escape. Okay. Well, I didn't see any other doorway this way, so we're gonna do a little bit of backtracking. I'm also glowing. I guess maybe I have some sort of protection, which is pretty cool. There's my chalk. Yeah, these guys are definitely worth killing. I don't know if you need to kill so many of them, but sometimes... Ooh, what do we get? Just a Screamer Blade, which I don't love. That's a Pariah Blade. There are some really, really neat weapons. I have collected some lightning-infused weapons. I've gotten a magic wand, a crossbow. I got some sort of fire blast. I don't know if it's like a... I don't want to say a flamethrower per se, but it was something similar, although it shot more of fire balls than just like a constant flame spray. Oh, he fell. Perfect. Kill him. Nice. Nothing there. Now, these guys tend to be traps. Yep, exactly. Get some food. So far, so good. And looks like another... Oh, no, nope, not a dead end. Okay, from this guy, I should be able to get his pyramid short sword, which is lightning infused. You know, basically what he's doing right there. Get an attack. And, yep, pyramid short sword. This is a pretty cool little weapon. Pretty cool little weapon. Has anyone seen the elevator? I have not, and that was not... Oh, that's a big guy. That was not a secret door. These guys are big, but they're not too dangerous because they're extremely slow. Let's see if I can get him to... Yeah, look at this attack. Yes, it has an area of effect, but I mean, you have quite a long time in order to get out of the way. I mean, you can actually stand there and kind of take a couple of hits before he's even going to... Yep. Back up. And he's dead? Or is he down? He just might be knocked down. Alright, I'm gonna eat up. Taking a few needless hits there. You dropped hardly anything for me, unless I already picked it up. Careful, I see you hiding. Come on, run across these. Yeah, keep doing that. And more food, definitely want to eat now. Just be careful. Hoop. And there we go. Okay, great. And it looks like there's a treasure chest up on this table. Yeah, sure is. And what do we get? Oh, another potion, which is good. Skeleton. And what do we got? It is an unknown potion. All right, so we're going to have to use another scroll to identify that, which we will. So I still need to make some more chalk, and oh, golly. I'm just going to probably grab that ration. Hey, excuse me. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. Luckily, they actually just hit each other for me. Okay, kiting through traps is not quite working out. All right, well, you guys are stuck on stairs because, yeah, I agree, they're really hard to navigate. And how about, can we, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. I dig that. I dig that a whole lot. And I don't want to swap for any of those. Okay, I think it's time to do a little bit of crafting. I still don't have any more crystals. That is a bummer. I don't know what drops those or where I collect them from. So that is a shame. Yep, do your flurry. Got some ichor, rotten food, which I don't think is good for me to eat considering I didn't take that Codex. Ooh, you are taking a beating, huh? Oh, oh, oh. Ow, ow, ow. Watch the flurry. You lasted quite a while. All right, I'm gonna... getting enemies spawned behind. All right, I think I'm just gonna make some forward progress here. I would like to try to get through at least, the first layer. Time to eat. Once we are safer than just right here, I will go ahead and craft some more food. I want to make sure there's nothing hiding back here. There's not. Okay, we have a treasure chest. That, I don't know if there's trap floors, but that looks like that could be one. Oh, that is a special merchant. I believe that is the chicken merchant, or at least that's what I have grown accustomed to calling him. I've only seen him one other time before, but he can offer you some really, really good stuff. My currency's not that low. Might actually be able to get some good stuff and pick up some rotten food. And what do you got for me, my friend? The Chemist Curios. Oh, it's all potions, which is good because I need 5 more in order to complete this one objective. Blast Vial, Dragon Belly, Lizard in a... Oh, shoot. Ah, well, you know what? Yeah, go ahead and get stuck on traps, would you? Thank you. Time to eat again. Time to eat again. All right, I think I'm just gonna buy a few potions. Maybe potions of vigor. They're pretty good. So let's see. They're only 42. Inventory is full. Oh shoot, that's not good. So I'm actually gonna have to use some. Does that get me to full? It doesn't. Fine. I'll use another one. That way I can buy at least 2 more. 1, 2. Oh, golden apple. Oh, it's these are recipes. These are recipes. This is good. I didn't realize that. So what I'll do is I'll actually just buy those 2 recipes. I don't know if I'll be able to actually make them yet, but we can check because I want to craft some food anyway. Yes, I can. So if I just use 1 more potion at any given time, then I will be able to complete that objective. Can I make chalk yet? No, still no crystals. Still no crystals. And a whole bunch of things spawning, so let's just keep going. Keep pushing forward. Kind of a long, empty hallway. Oh, not a dead end. I was worried about that for a moment. We're still giving chase, huh? That's fine. No problem with that. Got you there. Okay, here's a new door. There's also this area behind me. Let's take a quick peek back here. There's a bit of an interesting looking room. These potentially could be hiding good stuff. Is this an inscription? It is. If you guys want to read any of these, by all means. I don't think I'm going to, oh jeez. I don't think I'm going to spend too much time reading this because I haven't found the lore to be all that engaging. Oh my. Right, I've made a mess of this. I've made a mess of this. Time to... I want to open that chest, though. Okay, that's actually pretty effective for groups. It is taking down my max stamina, but not by that much. Alright, watch your stamina, though. You're not managing it very well. Oh, golly. These guys with their laser eyes. Oh, here's another inscription. You a wall? Yeah! We got a wall. Oh, okay, not a wall. We got an illusory wall. It's much more important than just a regular wall. Oh, look at all the loot in here. What are we gonna get? Oh, no, no, no! What I don't like is just how vulnerable you are when you open a chest. And what do we have? Potion of Vigor, and that fulfills that one objective. That's good. I don't know what an inugami is. And it sounds like there's another chicken in one of these chests. Oh, new armor. Nice. So that was a tier 1, the blackguard that we started with, and now we are wielding tier 1. It's marksman, but it looks different and it looks pretty cool. I dig that. What do we have here? And you are an unknown potion. Tell you what, let's actually swap you for a rotten food and see what we get. Oh, I think I have 2 unknown potions, don't I? That became Bolat's Mystical Restoration. Oh, it actually, did he use 2? No. Okay, so I just learned that if you use a scroll of identification and you don't have anything to identify, you'll still actually use the scroll. So be careful with that. Be very careful with that. All right, I'm glad I came down here. Very glad I came down here. I still wish I had some more crystals so I can make chalk. You are Potion of Vigor. I feel like chalk, or crystals rather, have never been in short supply up until now. Okay, that's the chicken merchant. Let's see. Ooh, a lot of goodies here. No crystals, though. Swap for food, swap for food. Oh, is this regular food, though? No. Standard ration. There we go. That's better. Nothing from either of them. What are you? Oh, just like a furnace. Kind of wish I could do something there. Seems like I should be able to. But we have some interesting structures over here. I can't believe we haven't found the elevator yet. Oh, spiders. This level 1 has gone on for quite a while. Torn flesh, torn flesh. Nothing, huh? All right. Well then, guess let's go back to the chicken merchant. We'll go from there. Oh no, actually not the chicken merchant. We want to go through this door. Maybe this is the next door, or the next level. That could be. And okay, so this one requires 200 gems. So this is something that if you aren't killing all the enemies, you might not be able to get through. Now there should theoretically be enough on the floor, most likely, to get through. Okay, and yep, here we go. This is the next level, or it will be once we get down there, but there's a couple things we can do. One, we should be able to get a blessing here. Yep, 500 gems. I'm more resilient. Also, my teeth are much whiter. That's good. Did my overall health just go up? I think it did. Also, these monoliths, if I send that elevator down, I can kind of show you. I'll send that down. Once I interact with that monolith or that obelisk, whatever you want to call it, it will call the elevator back up. We also have another scriptorium here. So if I want, I can switch out. Let's see if there's another good one. Centering oneself without looking into a total dip is kind of difficult. I have no idea. No fall. Ooh, no fall down could be good. You don't actually get knocked down, but I don't have enough for it. Different than every monster, but if you can hit that place, they stop dead in their tracks like a statue. That's kind of cool. Some of these are interesting, even though I don't know exactly what they do. Ooh, a recipe book. That actually didn't help me. This ladder goes up, but frankly, I'll take a look up there. I've climbed up several of them, and I've never found anything up here. Like nothing, not a single gem or... Nope. And once again, nothing. I don't know why that exists. But if I go on the other side, I can go up some stairs, and sometimes there's a merchant up there. I don't have very many gems to actually use, but we can go take a quick look. Dash a little bit. I was also told, by the way, that this is not a parry. That is just a shield bash. And, you know, from my brief testing in that first episode, I concur. It doesn't seem like it's actually getting anything into a critical attack ready stance. It's just knocking them back, giving me some breathing room. Although I think at one point it did knock them down, so that could prove fairly useful. Okay, yep, here's the merchant. You also get some more lore up here. There's always a bit of story right here, if you're interested. Well, okay, that was not story related at all. But what do you have, anything good? Maybe a new die? I still have 2 tokens. No, and my inventory's full. The grind longsword. Shame. This is just over the elevator. Nothing down here except some pottery. Don't really care. Let's see, how far is this drop? Shouldn't kill me. Famous last words. Oh, the fall damage is pathetic. I have no idea why it's even in here. That, however, is likely a death. So is there anything? Maybe I should actually top off. I know that seems very wasteful, but I have to wait for the elevator anyway. And I'll just make a new one. So I didn't find any Inugami, and I was only able to mark the ground with chalk once. Still no crystals. Still no crystals. All right, let's head down into level 2. Looking pretty cool though. I love the art design. I think the style is pretty neat. The set pieces, the environment, it's a little drab and it's a little repetitive, even though it does change and I haven't seen the exact same layout twice. Oh my. It doesn't feel all that different. It doesn't feel all that different at all. The enemies do change a bit, but nothing drastic. All right, here is a chest that I can open with a token. Let's see what we get. Please no armor. How about a new weapon? Ooh. What do we have here? Pyramid Greatsword. So we have a oh, it's not a two-hander. I thought it would be a two-hander. And do you do lightning? You don't do lightning. Isn't that interesting? The Pyramid short sword has lightning and the Greatsword does not. Bummer. And have this changed? No. I don't know. Oh, it did change. So we still have Snuff Out Inagami. I still have the chalk, but now it's craft something to eat, which shouldn't be a problem because that is very, very easy to make. But I think this is a good point to wrap up this episode. So we are now on level 2. We've played around with codexes a little bit. We have gotten new armor and a new weapon, rocking a new shield as well. We are actually looking pretty darn cool, and I think we're pretty well poised to take on this next level. So hope you guys are still enjoying. I recommend looking into this game. So if you're at all interested, watch some more videos, read some reviews, only because I don't want to say, yes, I highly encourage you to buy this game, because it needs more content and it needs to be fleshed out. I want to see at least some stats on weapons, or at least give me a better idea of what some of the codexes do. And multiplayer, it's friends only. There is no sort of matchmaking. There's no local co-op from my understanding. So there's some things that are lacking that they very well could patch in at some point. But that is going to do it for this episode, so thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.